Do you remember the streaming backpack that I built over a year ago? Here's the video. You should go watch it. And a lot of people did. In fact, when I was at TwitchCon last year, there was more than a dozen different streamers that came up to me and told me that they built their IRL backpack based on that video. But it got me thinking. You see, I've kind of slacked on maintaining it, and now it looks like this. But then I thought, I just got a 3D printer. Why don't I print a custom enclosure for it? But then I remembered why. Because I don't know how to 3D model, but I wanted to learn. So please, I am asking that you guys have patience during this video because you are about to see me attempt to 3D model a little custom holder for the very first time. I totally acknowledge now, after I'm done, that I messed up a lot. I probably did things that nobody should ever do when 3D modeling. I'm also very proud of what came out in the end because at the end of the day, I got to try something brand new and I got to do it in front of an audience. So enjoy the video. Okay, bye. As some of you guys know, about a year ago, I built a streaming backpack. Surprisingly, a lot of people have watched that video. Some things have happened to my streaming bag that I'm kind of embarrassed to show you guys, but I think it's time to finally show you. Okay, so my streaming backpack has kind of turned into just an absolute horrendous piece of shit. Okay? And I think we need to fix it. But what I'm thinking we're gonna work on today, I bought something off Amazon. $12 little measuring calipers. We're gonna learn how to 3D model today. I'm gonna take all of the stuff from the backpack, we're gonna measure it, we're gonna try to 3D print something that is gonna fit in the bottom, that will sit nicely at the bottom of the commuter backpack. Use my link to buy the commuter backpack, because then I get more money. That way it'll sit nicely in the bottom there for us to stream with, and it won't just sit in my backpack like a loose pile of shit. My 3D modeling experience, let's say 100 is an expert, 0 is I've never opened Blender. I'm a 0.4. It's gonna be a little rough today, but you know what? We're gonna do our best. You guys say Fusion or Tinkercad? No. I'm using Blender and I'm gonna fucking brute force it. I don't care. I don't wanna hear it. Editor, cut to him ripping his hair out. Let's start with some measuring, shall we? Let's tear the backpack apart. So this is the actual computer that I use for streaming. It's an Orange Pi 5 Plus. It's pretty decent, actually. It's not bad. It uses a program called BellaBox to actually send the signal. It's not too shabby. I don't mind it. But we'll need to find a way to kind of like mount this nicely. We'll have to figure that out. We'll figure out the orientation later. These are currently the 2 batteries that I'm using. I kind of wish I just... maybe I should buy a second one of these. So that way it can be symmetrical. What do you guys think? So do you guys think we should just plan for a second one of these? Or should we plan for what we have? You plan ahead? I agree with you on that. So I think we'll plan ahead as if we're gonna use 2 of these. This will just become like, I don't know, a secondary battery for me or something. And then here's the actual, I don't like that I have 4 antennas, but 2 are plugged in. Here's the router I use. This is the Peplink Micro B2. This thing is fucking sick, dude. Peplink, shout out Peplink. They don't sponsor me. They don't, you know, I don't even talk to them anymore. But they were one of the first people to reach out and give me something. So huge shout out to them. This router is like $600 US. And they reached out to me when they saw that I was going to use that TP-Link one. And they were like, for the love of God, please don't. We need to figure out how to like mount the antennas nicely. So that way it can, you know, sit nicely in the bag. I need a piece of paper now. Damn it. How about we use the back of these high quality stickers that you can get at BocaBola.store. Let's measure the router first. Time for some high quality plastic calipers. You know what's funny is I could probably totally just like Google the dimensions of this shit. But this is more fun, you know? 75.9 millimeters. I'm gonna round up to 76. I want a little bit of wiggle room. What is this? What is this dimension? Is this width or length? Is this width or length, chat? You choose? I don't like that. Someone pick. Okay, we're calling it width. Fuck, what was it again? Shit. Okay. 76. Now we go length. Chat, how much do you want to bet this is 76? Oh my god, it's slightly longer. Why would they do that? Why would they build it like that? Okay, it's 77 this way. All right, now we need the height. Now the height's a little weird because it's got like a little heat sink on it. I'm now realizing that engineers and modelers have kind of a tough job. Okay, we'll measure the height. Let's get the height first, okay? It's 43.1, so I'm gonna say 44. So let's get the rest of our measurements here. Almost exactly 110, so I'm gonna do 111. Have a little bit of room. Is 81, so I'll say 82. Height. Panini, you're not being very helpful right now. Panini, excuse me. Kitties! Kitties! Damn it, I forgot what the height was because I was getting the cats out of the way. 51, okay. I now need the battery. 28. 82 is bigger than my caliper. Damn it! That's fine. I don't need that dimension anyways. We're good. This gives us enough to, like, try something. There, I've got it drawn up. Look, I've got it drawn up so it makes sense in my head. Okay? Nobody look at that. Nobody look at that, okay? It makes sense in my head. All right, time to learn Blender. First things first, let's model the router. Boom, right here, got my dimensions. That's the transform. Shit. Change Blender measurements to millimeters. Scene properties tab. Okay, hold on. Let's go. Found it. Okay, so we're already in metric because I want to model the router first. So is it 76? Is that 76 millimeters? Is this millimeters? This feels big. Is this 1 millimeter, chat? This is what I need to know. What is this measurement? 2 by 2? It says 1. Go into the units and set them to millimeters. Well, where do I set that? Because I see metric. It doesn't actually show me like a number. It just says scale 1. So is that 1 millimeter then? Oh! Yes! Okay, chat, we figured it out. 44. This is the router, apparently. We have a rectangle. Router, whoops, woohoo! Next cube. How do I add another cube? I can figure this out. Let me cook, chat. Let me learn, okay? Let me learn. I want to learn. Add object to Blender. Shift A. Woo! Okay, it's huge. This cube is fucking massive. Okay, this one's gonna be the computer. Boom. Okay, so this object, can I rename it, is a router. This is computer. Computer, take this man's balls. Now we need the batteries, and I need 2 of these. What was it again? Control A? Nope, Shift A? Yes. We're learning. I couldn't get the other measurement because it was too big. So I'm just gonna say, for now, it's 150. It doesn't actually matter this dimension though. And then we're gonna duplicate it. Chat, I'm modeling. So now the layout of this, whoops, I don't wanna do that. I wanna rotate, nope, I don't wanna do that. I wanna rotate you 90 degrees. No, it's not the Twin Towers, chat. We're just trying to dial in the space. We're just trying to rough in the spacing here, chat. Trying to rough in the spacing here. Whoop. Thank God Control Z exists. Okay. I was like, I don't know where the fuck these I was like, all right, see you later. Oh, yes. Okay, so this is the backpack, basically. I'm gonna move. Should we do it like this? Because this is the hot router. So maybe we shouldn't put the battery like right beside that. Like I'd like it beside it for symmetry, but I would worry about the heat. Now the next one I want to do is I want to kind of model what the bottom of the backpack looks like. We want this to be kind of the backpack size. 44 centimeters is 440 millimeters, right? My brain just like fucking fried there, dude. That's the internal volume of the backpack. So what I'm gonna do just for my sanity's sake is I actually don't care about the height right now. This is apparently the bottom of the bag. So this will give us a rough idea of like placement in it. I forget how to do this. Nope, I remember how to do this. And then I think if I... Oh! I did it. Oh my God, I'm cooking. Chat, I'm cooking. If this isn't the way to do this, I actually don't give a shit. Okay? This is the way I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be very happy with it. Round the corners. I should round these corners. I don't know, like, I don't know how. How do I round the corners, chat? Now I do it. Whoa! Scroll. Oh! Whoa! Okay, sorry. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Look at that. Yes! So the goal with this is to confirm the fit of this plate fits nicely in the backpack, okay? That's the goal. The secondary goal of this is to confirm the placement of like the batteries, the computer, and router will fit through my measurements that I measured. That's the whole point of this print. I understand, chat, probably not the most like fucking efficient thing I could do, but this is how I want to do it. One thing I might also do though to save a little bit of time is I might just cut out giant holes here. That should help save some of the print time while still giving us a rough idea if our outer shape here is what we need and if the other shapes we made is good. Oh no. Is it too... Oh no. Montero, what do I do? Classic cat just sitting on my fucking hardware. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You can split the model in the slicer. Should we try printing it like this? This might take a bit to print. How long will it take to print? An hour for this one and 45 minutes for this one. Should we go for it, chat? All right, well, that's printing.
2 hours later.
Hey, it fits pretty nicely. There's a little bit of play, but that's fine because I actually don't want to like have to glue it. I want to be able to still take it out if I need to. Hey, okay. So this is good. Hell yeah. We're gonna wait for the second half to print and it'll give us the full board size. And then we can use that to determine if it's gonna fit nicely at the bottom of the commuter bag. Because I can already tell you, I think this is slightly too big. Oh yeah, it's like not even close. I almost need to like not even have this whole section. Like, do you see how like much it's overhanging? This is good though. It gives me a rough estimate. But we'll wait for the second half to print and we'll find out, chat.
2 hours later.
The biggest thing this is gonna test is we're gonna see if the router fits in the hole that we modeled and the length matches the back. So will this fit the router? No. Oh, actually, it is a very tight fit. So we need to extend the model a tiny bit in this dimension here because it's, as you can see, it doesn't quite fit, which is fine. And then we'll still need to cut kind of a little hole for the antenna and the router and stuff. So we'll make like a little hole back here. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. It's gonna be a lot of filament. Basically, I want the batteries to make sure they're in there like nice and tight so they don't like have the chance to like flop around. So the batteries will just be up in here. This is the computer. This is the router. And then this is where I'll mount the antennas. And then the last thing is also the router plugs, which this part ended up taking me way longer than I'd like to admit because I was trying to get a perfect modeled hole for those antennas that you saw. It just didn't work out. I'm not that great at modeling, as you can see, so I've decided I'm just going to use magnetic cable management stuff and like mount it to the back of the object that I printed, and that's going to be my solution instead of trying to mount a perfect mounting hole for them. Anyways, you guys ready? You guys ready for the grand reveal? Bye-bye! So this, test number 1. We're gonna make sure all my devices fit, starting with battery. Oh yeah! Now you can imagine I got a second one. Oh yeah! It's a nice fit. It definitely would like fall out if it's tipped upside down, but it's deep enough in there that it wouldn't like rattle out at all. So that's a good start. The computer. And so we need it to go in this way. Oh, very nice. So USB is accessible for my camera. That's important. And USB is accessible for both power and the Ethernet cable. Woo! This one rattles a little bit more, but I might be able to get just some like rubber dampers in there to help make it not rattle as much. For a second there, I didn't line up this hole correctly for the antenna, so it bumps, but I can flip it upside down so I can plug in my antennas still. That's not bad! That's pretty slick. How will it fit in the backpack? Oh, dude. That's tucked in there pretty good. I'm happy with that. Hey, you know what? That's not bad. That's not bad for my first little, like... Look, it's pretty simple, okay? I'll admit it. It's pretty simple. But it's not bad for a first little project, okay? I think you can all agree it's a lot nicer of a solution now. So there it is. It's not the prettiest thing. I'm, again, am very, very aware of that. But I got to learn just a little bit of basic modeling through Blender. And again, I'm sure there's other softwares like my chat was telling me that would have been better for this. But hey, I got to learn a little bit of a new skill, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.